Just got off work, got an important day of fantasy basketball. I gotta win out. So this is a very important day for me. But outside of that, I'm excited for a good game. I'm tight because I thought Embiid was gonna play. And maybe that's my fault for thinking that in the first place. But I wanted to see the Wemby versus Joel Embiid rematch, and we're just not gonna be able to see it this year. So tough. Yeah, don't worry about it. I brought down the background music. It's cool. I actually muted since we're here, but the game officially hasn't started yet, so we got some time. Let me see here. Let me fix up my light real quick. I'm gonna turn on my cams so y'all don't see this part just real fast. A little tired, but I don't feel tired enough to where I'm gonna pass out, so I'm good. There you go. That's much better lighting. I need to also undo my green screen. I was playing Resident Evil the other day, so my green screen filter is on. Let's go to filters and take out chroma key. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. All right, let's find the game real quick. Apparently, it's on NBC tonight, and I definitely have NBC for sure. Like, I would never not have a streaming service just to watch one game. You know, I definitely have that. So let's pull it up real quick. 76ers, where are you? I can't read. Right there. Get to the Warriors might have fell out the play and we going out sad. Really? Let me see the standings real quick while we're here. Hang on. Let's take a look at this real fast. I haven't seen the standings in a minute. If we go to scores. So Golden State is... Oh, I mean... Portland don't feel like they're making like a serious push to me. I can't lie to you. We're going to keep losing games, but so will some of these teams. Yeah, Pelicans are basically cooked. But they'll win some games here or there because they just added back DeJounte Murray, so I'll give them that. The Clippers are legitimate, but... Well, to be fair, with Darius Garland full health with Mathurin, they should be better, so that's a fair point. What's good, Scameron Johnson? I'm not gonna lie, man. I've never seen SGA come anywhere close to what Jokic did last night. Yeah, we tuned into that game late, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was bad vibes a little bit, bro. That shit was bad vibes a little bit. I did not like all that. And the funny part is, if Shea did anything close to that, it would be such a like terrible, nasty conversation. He would be like literally berated to death for doing that shit. So that ain't it. 8:36 game should be live now. Let me find the stream. Might be this one. You know what? I don't think this works anymore. We got to go here instead. Demon, what you got for me today? I hope nothing, because I need to beat his ass today. You got shit on the other day, so that was good for me too. All right. We got to watch the Spurs versus Sixers game, which isn't live yet, but it will be live soon. So we're here on NBC. Oh, you know what? It's about to go live right now. Perfect. Okay. Let me mute up here so the stream can't hear the audio. All right, so we're back to no audio. Only because he had more players. That's fair too. I don't think Trae Young is back until Thursday, so you should be able to hang in there. We'll see though. See, Shane had Giannis last second, and I thought I'd be cooked, but then Jamal dropped 40, so I was chilling. Scam said it's even more embarrassing because Jokic is 7 foot 300 pounds, SGA is 190 pounds. Jokic tackling Keontae and flopping all over the floor. It seems like fronting him takes him. Well, it's not that many people that can make Jokic look the way that he did. I just think he overall had like a pretty bad game. And he's still trying to, like, I would say, find himself, you know? Like, that game was way more about Jamal Murray than honestly anyone else, really, you know? Let me get rid of the music so people in Discord don't hear that. If you haven't already tapped into the Discord, I will put out a post on the YouTube channel in a minute for that. But yeah, we're live. Can I pause this? No, that'll literally take me out the entire stream. Okay, so I have to do this on the fly. This scoreboard is actually really fire though. Hang on, y'all. Let me be very, very careful here. Okay. Hold that mental note. Julian Champagny. He's gonna cook. We know this. Jesus, is it that long? Yeah, this score bug is fucking fire. That's what I'm saying. I'm rolling. I hope we see more of this in the playoffs. This is throwback too, which is really cool. All right, we gotta zoom in further to like here. I just gotta blink it. Okay. I'll move this over here. Okay. All right, we're close. We're very close. Yeah, that score bug's actually really, really dope, y'all. I think it extends to like right here. We're close. So right now, score is 2-0. A little bit. There's got to be a better way to do this, but I just don't have one right now, unfortunately. Oh, it's see-through. That might be a little dangerous. I have to dress it up a little bit. Score is what? 2-0 right now. Okay. We'll leave it like, oh, okay. Well, I should definitely mute that up. That's very dangerous. We'll put it right here, and I'll make it small so it's not as transparent as it currently is. All right, that should look pretty solid. Nah, this scoreboard is actually very, very dangerous. Honestly, we'll just use the ESPN box score just to be safe. Man, I needed Joel Embiid to play, bro. I'm sick about that shit, Fury. I'm sick to my stomach about that shit, bro. Cause like, I'm pretty sure the last time they played, Embiid gave him 70 points. Let's get real talk. EGL, Brandon, welcome to the stream, bro. Make sure to like the stream while y'all in here. Do you think Jokic is flopping and complaining and not being able to handle the fronting makes Denver lose games in the playoffs? Not necessarily. I think what makes them lose games in the playoffs is just they're not being a better team overall. Jokic is still a very good basketball player. I will say though, he did really underperform to his standard in the series, but I don't think it's the flopping. I just think he gets tired. Like his legs get super, super weary as the games draw on. And when he starts to shoot a bunch of threes, if he's not making that shit, it hurts the team. You know, but that's my take on that, you know. Castle downhill, swing to the corner, swing back up to Julian Champagny. BJ on Julian. A great ball movement from the Spurs. Again, Castle, good dunk. Okay, 6-0 run for the Spurs right now. Dangerous starts, y'all. Let me get a ESPN score bug up here for us. Oh, the Spurs are about to score again, sadly. Oh, good effort. Oh, they caught a foul on that? That's a jump ball. Hang on. Let me get my timer up here. Yeah, that shit is kind of crazy. I can't believe they did that shit, chat. Like it shouldn't be that transparent, but it is. And Fox hit 3. So yeah, 9-0 run right now. Philadelphia, I'm gonna need you to get up. Do something. All right, I think they fixed it. Before it was transparent. It's not transparent right now, so we'll keep that up for right now, y'all. Shit. How do I get rid of it? Like that. Okay, cool. I need to go over here and make sure I have it equipped. I do not have it equipped. All right, let me add that on my stream deck here. We're also gonna be watching a lot more Denver. I think this team is kind of cratering right now. I think what is saving them right now is the fact that Jamal Murray is so special and Jokic. He still have like really good masterclass games, but they need to create better, I think, separation moving forward, though. It hasn't looked great for them, in my estimation. Where's my stream deck at? Oh, there it is. I got it. Let's put OBS source. There goes Stephon Castle again, bro. 11-2 run right now for the Spurs. Okay. These are the runs in the game that really matter. Scene is from full cam. And go Amazon scoreboard. We'll just lie. All right, so this should be like this. And they need Aaron Gordon and PY back. Yeah, they gotta get healthy too. I do think a big part of this is they're also just not healthy right now, which always makes things tough. Now that's literally showing the game, bro. What do I do? The scoreboard is so transparent. I can't make it any lighter, can I? Let me see. Capture method. No, that's not it. Defaults. Maybe I could put a filter on it to make it less transparent. Let me see. All right, we'll try that. No, you can still see it. That's not it. I'm being a nerd right now, Loki, but we're gonna figure it out. Don't worry about it. 12 forward now. The Spurs are currently dominating this end. I said send. The Spurs are dominating the Sixers right now from what we're seeing. Game is up in Discord right now. Where's the is it chroma key? It might be chroma key. 300 pounds is hyperbole. I mean, probably. But like he's basically 285. I mean, that's not too far off, honestly. Hang on. Let me see real quick. Jokic, wait, I'm just curious. Let's Google this shit real quick. Cause like, oh, okay, Wemby's crazy. Yep. I'm pretty sure Jokic has to be 280s, no? And my phone just died, so I can't even fact check my shit. Turnover, though. Let me just type in Spurs. Hang on. Spurs versus 76ers live box score. That's what we need. Good block, VJ. Oh. Blew the fast break, though. Damn, bro. Blew that shit. Listed at 280. VJ, a blur. And just like that, they're right back in the game, 13-6 right now. I mean, it is hyperbolic if you want to do the technical sense, but dead ass, 284 is basically near 300. So like, I don't think that's really too crazy. The bigger point though is like that flopping shit is annoying. My main thing is this: I don't really care. I don't think him flopping takes away from who he is as a basketball player. He's like that. He's very, very good. I just think that the discourse is not often kept up in the same energy. Like, they got so much shit for how he draws fouls, but yet before the season, a player like Luka was getting talked about, and he does it way worse than Shaq. And then Jokic does these things on the floor, and yet no one calls it out. So it was aggravating to watch as a fan, but again, I feel like you have to separate that from the player and their actual value. I think that happens way too much. It was good, Lorenz. Bro, this scoreboard's fire, right? I can't use it because it's too transparent and it's showing the crowd in the background, so I might get dinged with, I think, with copyright. If it was like less transparent, I would definitely have it up right now, but unfortunately, it's not. So we're gonna get hold on that. I'm trying to see if there's like a OBS feature I can do to keep it up, but make it less transparent. Let me think how I would do this. Oh, I forgot. If I put like a black box in that same thing and I put it over it, it might not show the crowd no more. I'm a genius. Hang on, bro. Let me see real quick if I can figure this out. I'm gonna just download a black box PNG real quick. And we'll see if I can make this work. Hang on. If I make this work, I'm fire. I need to go to Google for this. Black box. But how's everybody doing? I'm here to talk all things NBA right now. We are watching the Spurs versus 76ers game, and the Spurs had a really good start, but the Sixers are getting back into it. VJ's been playing very well so far. Love his pressure on the defensive end right now. That's been really cool to witness. I just need like a stock black box. Do they have anything here? Okay, they moving weird with this shit. Yeah, something solid like this. Oh, found some. Okay, hang on. Let me download this real quick. I think this will work, chat. Hold on. This dead might work. Okay, save image. Downloads. Then go to my OBS. Go to the add feature. Oh, by the way, we are at episode 17 of our live watch parties. So far, I want to give myself a pat on the back. I've been very consistent with my schedule this week. We played Requiem yesterday, and we did Gold Blooded. So today we're doing the Sixers. Tomorrow I hope to have a video out, hopefully. If not, oh well. But in terms of streaming so far, I'm 2 for 2. Let's build up some good habits, right? Where's my image at? It was good, Alan. It was good. We here for some peak hoops, man. Even though Joel Embiid is not playing, that shit sucks. But, you know, we here. Let's score right away. Go to my downloads. All right, so chat. This is a black box. Now, what I'm gonna attempt to do. I don't know where the box went. Hang on. Shit. All right, Vasil brick that bad. I'm going to put the image in here. And we'll put it behind the current scoreboard. I want to see if this works or not. Let me see. Black square. Yes. Okay. So chat. I just hit cancel for some reason. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm tripping. I haven't really streamed with this in mind because normally my backgrounds work. Castle getting Castle getting 0 boards over 3 people. Oh, sorry, 0 boards. Yeah, he's a good player. That's what he's capable of doing. Yo, the box is gone, bro. I'm actually sick right now. Okay. Okay, don't fuck this up, Gifter. You got it. Nope, that's wrong. Okay, perfect. So all I gotta do is minimize this box. Right now, score is 16-6, chat. So let's do this, and now let's bring this back. Bring this to the top over this. Yeah, that don't work. I'll just make this like super small. But this showing the court in the scoreboard chat. It's kind of risky. I don't know. The Spurs defense is gonna be, bro. I've been saying this. A lot of people just don't really have them going far because they're a young team. That's some lazy ass analysis, bro. This team is very good defensively. And they have multiple guys who can go out there and get you 15 to 20 points in a playoff game, I believe. So it'll be interesting for sure. Yeah, the offense is the thing that should be concerning. I agree with that. I just feel like defensively, they have so many counters. It's like they feel like a real team to me. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. If they continually build off of their defense into their offense, that can be somewhat sustainable. And I think Fox can get too lackadaisical at times. Exactly, Alan. Like his lack of complete aggression is a thing. Damn, my analysis is lazy now. Well, not you in particular. You have other reasons to just they're young, so they won't do shit. It's more so the process and this and that. Most people are like, they're young. No, I watch this team, and I generally feel like this is one of the best teams in basketball. And I think that'll also ring true come playoff time. Losing to OKC is not a young thing. We're just not better than them right now. At least in my opinion. Oh, good D, Webby. Bona, good fight though. I like the fight. I like the fight on the glass right there though from Bona. Prince, ideally he should, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't have took that me personally, but I understand. Yo, VJ is so fast. Look at VJ. He is so fast, bro. I love VJ Edgecombe, bro. That's my dog, bro. By the way, I must say NBC has the hardest score bug in the game right now. I just wish it wasn't transparent. Literally, if it wasn't transparent, I'd be using it right now. A shame this is the game people. Yeah. And like Derek, I wanted to see it because again, the last time Embiid played Wemby, he talked shit to him and dropped 70. Like I would have loved to see Wemby get his rematch. I'd be fired, you know? But it'd be like that sometimes, you know. Good pass from Maxey. Maxey can't play, man. Gifted. Hey, gifted hoops. Maxey can't play, man. He can't pass the ball. He used to be so lazy with they takes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, good block. Two-way player. Oh, Bona kind of fucked up the fast break, though. Whoa. Let's slow down a little bit, though. Whoa. He tried to get a highlight right there. Wofford, let's chill, though. Alanar said, K currently shitting his pants. We got to pull up the game on the side. I can't watch it because I'm in Detroit. Hate this shit, man. I hate Adam Silver with a passion for this bullshit, bro. It's so hard to watch basketball. L Detroit. I mean, shit. In this case, I understand. By the way, Brandon Miller is hooping right now. Ask me out then, okay? I guess shit, Justin Edwards. Okay. Well, that's a great pass right there. Good look. All right, Maxey brings the ball down court. He does some court processing, gets the switch on Keldon. Pass to Edwards again for 3. Cash. Big shot from Edwards. If he's hitting wing threes, that's pretty big for Philly. Yeah. Wow. All right, Harper versus, is that that is campaign. I asked that extra. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Campaign did not have to hold that shit for that long, bro. It's not that deep, bro. Yo, Gifted, can I win MVP if I flop some more? Man, there are a lot of people acknowledging the Jokic flops. I'm surprised. So look, chat. I had a post about it yesterday, and I want to show you my Twitter real quick. We're gonna get to that right now. I just want to show you like how funny NBA fans are, right? So if I go to, and this is Elon's Twitter, so let me pull up the specific tweet before I get hold with some porn or some shit. So I tweeted this yesterday, right? So I tweet out, Jokic flopping is somehow, Jokic flopping is some of the most egregious shit in the sport, but SGA PR, yes, somehow SGA gets it worse. I still like think that's kind of bullshit. I'm hoping that dies down. If you have that on your FYP, that's because no, that's not true. I disagree with you. So this is how down bad. So you got bullied by ticket off player's choice, you pussy. Stop talking shit about Jokic. Just because I said Jokic flopping is hard to watch, he said that. And then everyone in the comments getting on his ass. So I say this to say, bro, like, we not choosing favorites, bro. I'm not. I like Jokic. I like Shea. I just Donna said Ty Drum got 3 fantasy in the first. Maybe you should drop him. I feel like I'm being trolled. Let's pull up the fantasy too, because I need to make sure that we stay up there as well. So actually, good looks. Let me see here. Fantasy team chat right now. It's my team I got. All right, he's got 2.68 fantasy points. That's right. He's getting himself acclimated, you know? Tyler got 18. Brandon Miller got me 41. Musa 12. VJ 8. Julius Randle 8. And we still got hella other players left to go. Omax got me 3. I'm not too mad. We'll see how these things overall shape up. But yeah. Yeah, man, I just don't think people keep the same energy. And I feel like a lot of it is because of biasness and favoritism to their, I think, favorite players. Cam Johnson is 30. Yeah, he's older than people think because I'm pretty sure he came in the league when he was 24. So he should be 30 by now. Yeah. And Cam Johnson has not been playing well as of late. So it hasn't been a smooth sailing ride for Cam. 6'2" guards tanking Jazz and flopping that much, he deserves it. Yeah, hey man. I'm not gonna hate, bro. I just don't think that, like, even if it was like really that bad, right? I don't think that defines his whole game. I'm not saying that. It's just a very annoying thing. However, I will say this: if Denver didn't win a title, the same shit people say about Luka, they will be doubling down on more and more with Jokic. You just can't do that because he actually won something, you know? Paolo's actually having a good game. He's been limiting turnovers a lot and leaving the ball handling to extra point guards. Also, growth. That's good to hear. I saw the post-game interview where he basically said, we never adjusted anything. And then his coach said their adjustment was not schematic-wise, but they just played harder. So it's always funny to hear a coach and the star player go back and forth subliminally. I find that funny, you know? But, hey. Game's back right now. Scores 21-19. Again, the game is live in Discord. I have to put a post out on YouTube to tell people to filter in, but we're here right now. Let me unmute the game so I can actually hear the audio too. If Jokic in the playoffs loses them games and they lose because of, so like, explain what you mean by losing because of his flopping. Like, I think this part is being really overblown. How is he losing them games because of that? I don't think so. Okay, Tyrese floater. Okay, Keldon Johnson rebound. Oh, Wofford, okay. Big shot right there. Big shot right there. Okay, Fox handoff to good score from Keldon right there. Nice. Okay, Spurs are actually up in the game now. All right, Tyrese running from Fox off ball. Campaign has the ball up top. There's 7 seconds left. He self-creates passes to Wofford for the open three. Can't make it though. Okay, Flopper said if he gets caught up with the refs and stops playing basketball and stops playing defense. I mean, yeah, but even those parts are micro parts of a game. I don't think you lose an entire series because of that. I think you lose a full playoff series because of your play. Like, that's always going to be what is the first thing to lose you games, bro. Oh, good miss right there. Good pass, Fox. Nice pass. 29-22. I'm going to need them to pick up their urgency here for Philadelphia. Okay, Wofford pass back to Campaign. Campaign on Keldon. Campaign, pull up three. Cash. One of the weirdest shots in the NBA, but he hit that shit. You know what, fuck, bro. We gon'... You know what, chat? I'm going to take the risk, bro. I need to rewatch that Cavs game. Yeah, Donda, I went to that game, bro. It didn't feel like that in real time, but my God, he was getting this shit pinned. What a three again. Maxey almost made the half court, by the way. Spurs are up 7 points in this game. What's good, Isaiah? Welcome to the stream. Minnesota be trolling the whole first half. Yeah, the whole season has been very up and down because of things like that. In fact, I need to pull up the what's the other game? For now, we'll pause this. I gotta go to the other game on League Pass. I was watching Hornets earlier. They're still very fun to watch. Where's my League Pass at? Because I do have League Pass. Where is it? Is it oh, yes, I do want to watch the game actually. So this is the Wolves versus the Grizzlies. I'm gonna put the Spurs game up here. I'm gonna go in between games. Fire. I mute that up too. Okay. So this is very much lead pass scoreboard. So this should be valid. Let me see. Nope, wrong one. It was close. All right, 35-26 right now for Minnesota. They're down. Hang on. Bro, carried. There has to be a easier way to do this stuff. Okay. All right, chat. We getting this scoreboard up right now for y'all for this game. Mini isn't going far in the playoffs this time. I think it depends on matchup a lot with that team, man. I really do. They're generally like a very weird team to me. Oh, all right. Can I shrink this a little bit? Yeah, right there is good. All right, so we'll call this FanDuel scoreboard, so that way the same one I can use in the future. They already got 2 Western Conference Finals appearances. No way they overachieve again. I wouldn't say no way though. Now, granted, I don't think they're better than OKC. Chat, who do y'all have? If the Wolves had to play the Spurs in the playoff series, who you got this year, chat? Okay, Flopper said, I'm going to be honest. I have Wemby as the second MVP favorite because of his impact defensively. It's just as impactful as Jokic on offense, and the Spurs are winning more games. Yeah, if you ask me, give me the Spurs in that series. I'd probably have it in 7 games. Although, I'm going to be honest, I think 7-game series are more rare than people want to admit. Adonis said Wolves because Wemby's offense is a little shaky. And see, that's fair. Wemby's offense is definitely shaky. I just feel like defensively, they can make it really hard on Minnesota with the size. And they have a lot of guard defenders, too. Prince said Julius Randle will be non-existent. I mean, to be fair to Randle, I think he had a pretty solid run in the playoffs last year. But I think this is more so Jaden McDaniels' year so far. So I'm curious how that'll pan out. At the beginning of the season, I felt like he was having his best year as a pro, Julius Randle, but he's kind of calmed down ever since then to me. All right, I'm gonna change the game over to the Philly game, but I'm still watching the Wolves game at the same time. Don't even trip. Floppy said Wemby's defense will cause havoc. Rudy's a liability on offense, and Castle and the defenders are gonna have to make Ant work. I had to look more into the games they played this season too, honestly. Gifted, what Aaron Gordon do you think the Nuggets are getting? The spot up and dunker spot AG, or just the spot up? Oh, good alley-oop. So that's a good question. I think Aaron Gordon is like easily the biggest X factor for Denver. At the beginning of the season when he dropped 50 goddamn points, I think the shooting is so legitimate with him. He can, like, he played so well for them last year in the playoffs too. I feel like he's gonna have a lot of high impact on this team. I think initially it's gonna be more light stuff in terms of spot up. I think down the stretch of the season, he'll start to really get to more and more layers in his game, in my opinion. Floppin said Nuggets fans are delusional, thinking Aaron Gordon with 90 injuries and Peyton Watson is going to magically change the defense for 29th and the 10th. Maybe not a 10th, but it would be better though. They have a lot of things going on. I generally believe if you get those two players back, even if they're not all the way 100%, it'll be better than what they have. But I think that team is flawed. Like, I don't see Denver beating OKC this year. I just don't see that. Honestly, I think the Spurs might be able to beat Denver if we're being honest, but I don't think people want to say that, you know? Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. They have so much athleticism for them. Okay, Ty Jerome, we into Ty? Nah, I couldn't get it. Okay, Bo on the free throw, knock it down. Oh, you know what? I just realized y'all can actually hear this game, but not this game. I'm gonna invert this for y'all so y'all can actually hear this. I'm tripping out. I gotta make up, I think, my playoff bracket, but bro, I'm telling you, if I see the Spurs match up with Denver, I think I have the Spurs in that series. Low key. Nuggets don't have another creator off the bench. They're gonna wear Jamal, and Jokic out by the end of the season. That's not crazy. Am I crazy thinking the Lakers can beat Denver? They can't guard pick and rolls, and they have no rim protection. They can't guard Reeves, Luka, or Bron. I don't think they're beating them. I think the Lakers defense is worse. I think Jamal Murray is going to be really unlocked even more in that series, and I just feel like, again, they don't have real bigs. I just think for a full playoff series, I think Denver is going to be able to outclass them still, even though there are chinks in the armor for Denver. But I can see the way it could happen. What you mean? They got the big DA with the crunch juice? Bro, Aiden is getting torched by Jokic this year. Now, granted, there was a time where you heard Jokic say Aiden was his best defender, but that was literally half a decade ago. So, I mean, I don't count that shit no more, me personally. All right, Keldon Johnson. That was a great fake. That's A. Good shit, Keldon. Good shit right there. That was nice. Okay. Oh, Wolves Rockets could be fun. I'm gonna be honest, chat, and like I don't know how much it is to hate, but like I really don't believe in the Rockets to do anything without Adams and Van Fleet. I don't know. But they are good enough, I guess, to beat someone in the first round. I just don't really believe in a team like that. I don't know. I should probably watch it more because I feel like they've been playing their best basketball so far. Alan R said K is shooting April 15th. Oh, brother. Is he? You hate to hear that. Are they winning or losing right now? I unfortunately don't have the monitor capacity for that game. Oh, wait, actually, I do. I'm tripping. I can make OBS vertical like this, so I actually do have the room. Let me pull up another tab for that game. We'll watch all 3 games in one. They're losing? Yeah, that's not ideal. East playoffs. Okay, chat. I want to say this right now. Do y'all think Charlotte can legitimately get out the first round in the East? Let me know. Or do you think all this shit for them is fake? Because right now, Charlotte's been the best team in the NBA ever since January, if we being honest. I know a lot of people don't want to say that, but they've been the best. I think Charlotte can actually beat a team in the playoffs. Okay, chat. Here's my question, right? Who wins the first round series, the Boston Celtics or the Charlotte Hornets? Let's answer that question. Do the Charlotte Hornets beat the Boston Celtics in the first round? Y'all let me know. I probably got the Celtics in that series. Isaiah said, if it's Detroit, no. I think the Celtics defense is too good for Charlotte. I mean, Donda, I definitely hear you, but the one thing I would say is I think Charlotte would really challenge Boston because unlike all these other teams, Charlotte has the best array of shooters for a full series. And I think that will pose a really significant threat to what Boston does. Because normally the way Boston beats you is we're going to outshoot you. Well, Charlotte has now revamped their offense to reflect some of what Boston likes to do with their volume shooting, which makes it a decent shootout for a full series. I would still say Boston because Boston has more advantages and more, I would say, playoff history than Charlotte. But hey, man, I don't know. Alan said, I mean, they also cannot stop. Yeah, they can't stop the offense. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. Drummond? That was crazy. Yeah, the Hornets like literally took the blueprint from the Celtics, and they have a couple people that actually transitioned from Boston to Charlotte too. So I like it, honestly. I just found out Angel Reed's brother in the Wizards. Yes, he's in the NBA right now. Yep, that's fire. Okay, Wemby failed, no call. Okay, Castle gets the screen from Vassell, drives. Castle. Oh my God. That burst is crazy. Should y'all see that? We had him on our summer league team, but he got waived. Ah, damn. Yeah, that's always unfortunate. My phone just died. All right, so this game's on timeout. I'm gonna pull up the K game in a minute. Let me pull up the link for that. Give me 1 second for that. Apparently, he's shooting really, really bad. So off topic, is Cam Johnson coming off the bench when AG? Damn, I didn't think about this. I want to say yes because Peyton Watson and Gordon give you a better chance defensively, and I think Denver wants to be better defensively to start games. I know Cam Johnson is the better stylistic fit because in theory he can shoot and he can defend, but I don't think it's as much of a positive as having the athleticism of a Peyton Watson over him. So I would think he goes to the bench if you ask me. How y'all feel about that? Would y'all want to have him be in your 5 to start, or would you bring him off the bench? Okay, Nikola Floppich asked, what do you think happens if the Nuggets lose in the first round in 5 games? I want your honest opinion. Like, what do they do? Does Jokic resign? Does Jokic resign? Well, first off, Jokic isn't going to retire off of that. I think they would have to make more serious moves to this roster. Tyus Jones is not a serious move if you're trying to win, in my opinion. They would have to try to consolidate some pieces. They really tried to duck the tax. That's a huge part of why they traded Michael Porter Jr. away, to really duck having to pay that much money. But you're in a very serious year where you didn't pay Peyton Watson. You have to probably extend Peyton Watson or trade him. That's the situation Denver is at. So really, I think the closest answer to your question is figuring out what to do, I think, with Watson. To be fair, Watson played a lot better basketball this season, especially right before he got hurt. But how tangible is that for them? How real is that? Is another question, because I don't think we have a great enough sample as well with Peyton. So I don't know. But the thing is, if the Nuggets don't pay him, other teams are going to pay Peyton Watson. So that is the risk you run. Alan R said Watson about to team up with Luka. Do the Lakers even have? To be fair, LeBron's going to leave probably, so you will have some excess money to build. See, okay, chat. My problem with this Luka Doncic talk, I understand he be shitty sometimes. He yells, complain. I get all these things, but what I hate is that we're acting obtuse like the biggest problem is not the roster, including Luka. This is not a strong Luka team. Like, just in general. Like, yes, he has I would say Jalen Brunson approximate in 2026 Austin Reeves, but he's been hurt a good chunk of the season. Bron is old, and their games don't perfectly complement each other the way I thought they would, even though it's not all the way bad. But they don't have a real big bro. Aiden got mad because they're trying to make him into Clint Capella because all they want you to do is catch the ball and dunk the ball. That's not who he is. And your other big just isn't really that good in general. So, like, I feel like they just want to retool this roster into Luka's image. And in my opinion, if we're being realistic, this is Rob Lincoln we're talking about, by the way, that's going to take more than 1 year. Alan R said, weakest Luka team ever. I mean, this team is kind of weak. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I don't know if it's the weakest ever, though. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, I think that team's probably weaker, Alan R, to me. Most likely. Okay, Castle, pass to the corner, pass to... Like, the Spurs got... Bro, the Spurs have shooters, bro. Like, they dead ass have people who can go in there and shoot the peel off the ball. That's got to mean something, bro. It's got to mean something. I'm sorry, bro. Wemby beat that, man. 0 for 3. No way, Wemby. Oh, my God, Victor Wembanyama. Oh, my God. Wemby, bro. Wemby, bro. He's killing. Woo. Drummond, no fucking way. Another one? Chad, what is Drummond doing? What is he on? That's nasty, bro. Dobby said, I'm not going to care about criticizing Luka until 2 more years. I think they need, yeah. I think that's fair to say, Dobby. And the thing is, a lot of people are going to want to do that, but, like, I think that's fair. So listen, Dobby. Who would you have the Hornets beating in the first round out east? Because a lot of people think they can. We already mentioned the Boston Celtics. People are saying they're taking the Boston Celtics over them. Who could the Hornets realistically beat in the first round? Is it Detroit? Is it Boston? Is it Cleveland? Is it the Knicks? Do you think the Hornets could beat the Knicks in the first round? Is that possible for y'all? Or, like, is it just no, we fully believe in everything the Knicks? Or, you know, I think it's a fair question. Because right now, Charlotte, I think by the numbers, have been the hottest team so far. The thing is, how that sustains in, like, actual hoops, we got to see. And my light just fell. I got to fix that. Give me 1 second while I fix my light up, chat. Hold on. I'm still here. Still here. I just got to move my light back. Give me a second. So my shit don't fall again. I got Hornets OKC finals. You are a bold predictor. Salute to you. 55-36 Spurs. Oh my God, bro. That's a quick belt right there. Bro, y'all gonna be saying the same shit about Luka everyone been saying since 2020. All of it ain't the team. He's not a good leader. So look, here's what I would say, right, chat? I don't think Luka is a phenomenal leader. I think he's very good at basketball. And I think if you give him a good enough roster with veteran players who understand what they're doing, it's good enough to win. I will say this defensively, gonna always be a thing that plagues Luka Doncic. It's gonna be the harder part about trying to build around Luka. But that makes the importance of 3-and-D players and lob threats more important. Like, I don't think it's insanely hard to build around Luka, but that is a thing. And also, I'm sorry, but like the shot diet of Luka, I haven't liked for most of the season, if I'm being brutally honest with you. So that is a thing, you know? Dobby said they can take 2 to 3 games, but I feel like physical defense and 3-point variance won't allow them to win. Yeah, that's the thing about that. I don't know. Really? So we got 2 people who have the Hornets making the finals. Oh. So chat. You know what? While we're on the topic of players that we think don't have habits that are, I would say, conducive to winning, I want y'all to remember like how fickle the NBA is, right? I would damn near wager that half of y'all in this chat right now would say before the season started that you don't view LaMelo as a winning player. And now we're saying this team has a chance to maybe go to the finals. Is it not crazy? Like, most people said he can't play winning basketball, and now he's on a team that's the hottest, and when he's on the court, they're the best team in the NBA. Okay, Alan R said, I've been Melo FC. Well, I'll be honest. I was Melo FC, but I stopped believing in him, not because of his talent, but because he don't fucking play. Because, I'm sorry, at a certain point, if you don't play basketball, it's hard for me to, like, really want to believe in you because we need you to play basketball, right? Like, you have to get the reps. And this is a huge part of what I was trying to say to Derek and Real Talk before the season, especially with Charlotte, because I'm a guy, right? Like, Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball not playing basketball is more of a reason why Charlotte had an ass record. I'm sorry, LaMelo and Brandon Miller missing the majority of the season impacted most of their lineups, because who the fuck else did they really have? I think it's the combination of having both of them available, but also having a guy like Khan, who you drafted, which, by the way, Khan is so far playing like a generational pick. Like, that is the best draft pick in Charlotte Hornets history, I would say. Outside of LaMelo, like, he's such a great fit-in player, and he raises, I think, their ceiling so crazy because of how efficient he is. And that threat with Ball and also Brandon Miller, and how fast they play, and how they have a big who really chases after boards, who's super athletic, really block shot. Like, it's a match made in heaven, and a lot of people shit all over Charles Lee. But I kept saying, you got to have patience. Charles Lee is a young coach who might do some dumb shit every now and then, but he was trying to establish accountability culture. And I know that sound like yap. I know it do. Trust me, I know. But it's paying off. I mean, they're clearly, like, I would say, working behind it, and it's not a huge bit of dysfunction. And this is why I hate the casual conversation, right? Because most of the time, what we always say is, well, this young team's bad, trade LaMelo Ball, trade this, trade that. What happened to just losing, right? Chad, what happened to just being ass? What happened to saying, we're not going to be good, we're going to play through it, we're going to develop, we're going to learn how to play basketball with one another, and we're going to get good that way? People want microwave results quick. Y'all want to fire up the trade finder, trade for some 5 unprotected first-round picks, and draft 5 back-to-back superstars. That's not realistic. You got to lose. You got to learn how to lose, learn how not to lose, and then build up from that point. And that's what Charlotte, to me at least, was trying to work towards last season. They got new management, and that, to me, has been the biggest thing I think people have not paid enough attention to. And that's a huge part of why Charlotte is where they are now. I really do feel that way. Alan R said Hornets really got out of poverty before the Pels. Yeah, they did, man. Didn't the coach say LaMelo wasn't impactful? Does he know LaMelo is top 10 in impact metrics? Oh, my fault. I think Derek was saying that. Yeah, I think more of it though is the play style of LaMelo is what Derek doesn't like, and to a certain extent, that is going to still be a thing we have to like ask ourselves, because right now, I would say the Charlotte Hornets are fun, but having a consistent play style that is proven beyond more than one season is a question. Because look, as good as Charlotte is, they're still not a 9 seed. Like, they got to get their record up before we have actual conversations. They're still very much so in the play-in. You feel what I'm saying? So seeing the like true development of that moving forward is probably a thing Derek wants to see more of, you know? But yeah, literally, when you put LaMelo Ball on the floor this season, I think he has a higher plus than Jokic in terms of how he impacts their lineup. So it is kind of crazy right now. Dobby said if Houston keeps the 3 seed, the Spurs won't have to see Denver Thunder until conference finals. Ooh, hang on. Yeah. Wait a minute, what's that bracket look like? So that would mean, huh? That would damn near give them the best chance of going to the conference finals right there. Okay, chat. Okay, right now, name your team that you have going to the West Conference right now. Outside of OKC, who's your next team to go to the conference finals? Are you still on Denver? Is it Houston maybe? Or do we have any Minnesota people in chat? Who do you have going to the WCF with OKC? Shit, give me Luka. Big shout out to Alan R. We out the mud. Okay, Gene said Minnesota. Alan R. averaging 40. You might average 40, and it still won't be enough. That's the sad part, you know? I don't know. This is a really cool broadcast, man. By the way, I promise y'all it's been extremely hard for me because I have to watch Golden State just do bullshit every game. But we watching it. You know? Probably Spurs or Nuggets, OKC Spurs. I think OKC Spurs is the best thing for the league, chat. Good steal. VJ, you shouldn't have. Great play, VJ. Whew. All right, this shit kind of impossible. They just give him the ball right there. It's an easy ass dunk. Yeah, bro. I'm so happy I don't know I said this. I said this in the stream. Wait, hang on. I know YRG Nate is not in my chat telling me I want no running. Brother, what the fuck do I have to run with? Who's going to run on my team? I barely have niggas who know how to run an offense, let alone run. What? Bro, B-Pots had 20 points, and me and KB were like, he might have 30. But I also said, watch him finish the game with 23. Lordy behold, the nigga finished with 22, bro. How do you score 20 points in a half and then finish with 22 for the game? That's ass. That's really ass. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I wasn't prepared to see Swiper that ball. I haven't seen Swiper in a minute. So that definitely threw me off a little bit. Oh, Chad, by the way, I'm not going to expound on my thoughts on this yet because I have a video dropping soon on the channel. It might drop either today or tomorrow, all depending on my time. But we are going to be addressing the Jonathan Kuminga conversation. As y'all know, I'm a Warriors fan. There's been a lot being made of the Jonathan Kuminga stuff. I'm going to lay out all my takes and my gripes with that shit later on. So I don't want to say too much about it in here, but it will be in the video that is coming. That is the next Get the Hoops upload on this channel outside of our live streams. Scammer Johnson said, what if Jokic and Luka never win because the Spurs and OKC just alternate chips every year? First off, that would be fire as hell. I don't think Jokic would ever ask for a trade. I just don't think that's in his DNA. Now, granted, if Denver doesn't pay him, I don't think Jokic is the type to just accept that shit either. I think Jokic is down to stay as long as he gets paid. I think if they don't pay him, he would leave in free agency. In my opinion, I don't know how y'all feel about that. Hey, it's Liam 84. Now, welcome to my fault. Welcome to the chat, Liam. Hey, Gifted, what did you think of the Zion interview and Stephen A. beefing? So I'm actually ignorant to a lot of this. Honestly, at halftime, let's watch that because I don't know what's happening there. All I can tell you is from what I remember, they have been going back and forth for the past 5 years randomly. A lot of it is just him saying Zion is fat, and then the Pels admin is basically trying to fight for Zion by completely slandering Stephen A, and they randomly go back and forth. I don't know if there's a bigger development than that. But my only takeaway is like, I think the Pelicans are kind of in hell. They're kind of stuck, and Zion still cannot stay dominant. Like, I'm sorry, from start to finish, Zion has not proven that he can stay comfortably healthy. His longest streak of games in any season is 35. That's just not that good, you know? Do you really need to address it? I feel like my Hawks have done the bare minimum, and we so Isaac, I do have to because it's it's a hard topic right now that's out there, and there's a lot that I just want to get off in terms of who Kuminga is as a player and the rights and the wrongs from both sides. Because I don't just think he's ass and there's nothing we did wrong as a team. I think we severely mishandled that. But I'll save those thoughts for the video though. I agree with Dobby. It's time to move on. Yeah. Jackson said Warriors need to realize Steph's body won't hold up and he's not a number one anymore. That's the hard part, man. He still plays like he can be that. But like the injuries and his old age probably don't make it realistic. But I find it very hard to believe that they'll get another player better than him on this team. Honestly, I think the Warriors are basically saying, fuck it. Liam said the interview is Zion taking accountability and Stephen A. Smith still calling him fat. Listen, I fuck with Stephen A. Smith mainly because of memes. And I think he works extremely hard. Now, granted, I know he says a lot of stupid ass bullshit that has no place for like actual basketball conversations. And I think politically he's very leaning right. So he's kind of weird on that. But outside of that, I mean, if you take what he says super real about basketball, then good luck. I don't know. I just don't really think it's that deep. I'm pretty sure all he says is, we got on Zion because the brother is fat because he be eating all, like, it's the same shtick for years. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the score is 65-43. The Spurs are up in the game. Wemby just dotted up Julian Champagne in the corner again for 3, but he does not make this one. Okay. Swiper said Murray and Jokic better than Pippen and MJ. He said what? Hang on. Swiper said Murray and Jokic are better than Pippen and MJ. Why did he say this? Oh, okay. See, that's fine. Y'all didn't explain that. That makes sense. He probably had to like hardcore defend them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's not fair to him because like he has to actually say that. Oh, missed it. Good follow, VJ. I respect him for trying because it's like you have to do that, you know. See, this is the difference though. I think the Spurs have so many players, bro. Like Julian. Chad, they have so many guys that I can tell you they scored 16 points off the bench in the playoff game, and you're not surprised. They have so many guys. Wemby beating shit. Wemby smacking shit, though. Oh, my God. Did you see that? He tried to take that shit out the game, bro. He's on that. How many blocks? I think he has 5 blocks right now. Oh, they say he blocked 4. Cavs choking against Pistons. Oh, man, we got to pull that up then. Oh, good dunk. Okay, Real Lab says 5. Makes sense to me. I love them Nuggets fans calling him a flopper. Yeah, it really hit a full 180 after last night. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I had many Denver fans liking my tweet. I'm like, that's how I know it's bad. A Vassell pull up. Jesus Christ, man. The Spurs. They hitting everything, bro. Chat, I won't lie to you. I would love to see a Spurs Detroit finals. We're not gonna get it, but I would love to see that though. That'd be fun. All right, Castle holds the ball with 10 seconds left. Gets the screen from Wemby. Lob right there. Yeah, they're done. That was bad defense right there from the Sixers. He fouled him. Oh, shit. Is VJ okay? Yeah, those are free throws right there for sure. Boy, they fouled him hard as shit right there. Oh, yeah, that hurts a little bit. Honestly, could have been worse. Woo. Nah, that should. Oh, he limping. Oh, fuck, man. Hate to see that. If Shea wins back-to-back finals MVPs, what do you rank Shea all time? I think he'd be comfortably top 15 after that. I just think the longevity of his years have to add up. But, I mean, back-to-back, he's going to be up there for sure. Yeah, VJ might be done, bro. He looks hurt right now. I think Shea was pretty good last year in the playoffs, but I do think people are expecting him to, like, I would say elevate this year even more. I think overall it should be better comp for them too, so we'll see. Julian only had 3 games. I think the Maverick series was great. Pacers was ironically up and down, but he picked it up in a big way at the end. I feel like the Nugget series was also up and down, but he picked it up. Oh yeah, man, I hope so too. Okay, let's tap into the Detroit game because y'all are saying there's some choking going on. We gotta see it. Yeah, I don't like doing all-time conversations with players who are super duper young because I don't want to cap them. For a star standards, you think Shea was okay last playoffs? But see, like, it's hard to explain, bro. Like, it's more so a feeling, I think, watching Shea. Because he showed up in so many big ways. Like, even in the Denver series, people give him a lot of shit. Game 2, he was so good. They early built to ask him in the playoffs. And that matters to me. Like, even if it's not a close game, if you did your part as a star to dominate and you beat a team really, really bad, that counts to me. I don't know. Pistons, where is it? Oh, found it right here. I might be able to use this box score right here. Okay. Hang on. League pass scoreboard. Let's go here. Okay, got 5 fouls. Chat. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Gifted. What talks? Hang on. gifted. What are the talks going to be if Shea and Jokic don't play to their level? To be honest, I don't think there's going to be any talks. If they both just play mid, not much is going to come of it to me. It's hard because I feel like the best player thing is really between Shea and Jokic, but people want to give it to Jokic because of overall efficiency, passing, and also I would say points, rebounds, and assists. But Shea's been more efficient than Jokic. I would say play style wise, like bro, people aren't talking about how much Jokic is turning the ball over this year. Shea has a higher load this season and is being more efficient with the ball. Like those types of talks aren't really being had right now to me. Is he here? Yeah, this isn't. Oh, he missed it. Oh, fuck, chat. Lock in, lock in, lock in. No! Don't hold me like this, man. The Cavs are running away with the game. Okay. Next year, Wemby will be top 3, top 4. I think Wemby's probably top 5 or 6 right now. So, like, it's not... I don't think it's like a big leap to me right now. Yep. This stream is lagging, of course. 105, 110 is the scoreboard right now. Okay. Is it Amazon? Alan R said Wemby's right behind Luke. Okay, so chat, right now, name y'all top 5. Give me the names in order who you got. I'm curious how different it is for the chat. I haven't really given much thought because, like, I really stopped, I think, ranking players outside of our list, so I'm kind of there. Right now, you have Shea at 1, Jokic at 2, Luka at 3, Wemby at 4, Ant at 5. Okay. Okay, so I have another question. How close is Ant right now to Luka? Like, is that a real conversation right now you can have? Giannis isn't there due to games play. Yeah, that's fair to say. Ronnie said, people criticize Harden for his drops in the playoffs. Just feel like we don't hold today's top players to the same standard. We don't. It's easier to go at James Harden because he's always had that narrative, but there's other players who also don't play up to snuff. The difference, though, is that they have more positive showings than James at times in the playoffs, so it's tough, you know? Not gonna lie, Luka is not a comfortable top 5. I think Wemby and Luka is closer. I think Ant is way closer offensively to Luka than Wemby. I think the defense is so crazy from Wemby. That's what makes it a conversation. But I mean, bro, Ant has looked unstoppable a lot of this year offensively. This stream is so ass. Hang on, bro. We're gonna find. I'm gonna refresh this chat. Hang on. Okay, let's go. And defense isn't moving me at all. I think he's been okay defensively. I don't think he's been crazy on defense at all. I think last year he was way more engaged. I haven't watched a bunch of Wolves. I'm going to be changing that very soon. So I could buy that. Oh, the dump ball turnover. Tough. Cavs went without D-Mitch. Yeah, true. All around game and Wemby better than Luka. So listen, chat. Here's my problem with this, right? Just because you play defense don't make you better. Like, I hate conversations I have with people where, well, this player does X, Y, Z, A, B, and D. So because he does all these areas, he's better. I hate to break it to you. Depending on what you do, like, really, really well, if you're top of the top in that, you can be better than everybody. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Hayes Lim said he has Shea, Jokic, Wemby, Luka, Cade, and Giannis, Tatum, KD, Steph. Ooh. First off, he gave us the full top 10. First off, respect to the list. I'm gonna be real with you. If you're doing full health, Giannis is better than a lot of these players. I'm assuming your list is based on Gabe's play. Wait, it can't be though, because you got Tatum on there too. I don't know what Curry has to do for people to know that he's better than KD. Like, I feel like we keep having this conversation a little bit for some reason, but it's cool. Shea is very fucking good. I think I'm fine with saying Shea is the best player in the league this year. And part of that is Gabe's playing. I hear that, but like he's been good. It's my boy that sounded like some shit a Steph fan will argue about him being top 5 all the time. I'm not doing the whole top 5 all time shit. I'm just saying Steph this season has been better than KD when he was there on the floor. Like, this same Spurs defense who's locked up everyone, I remind you, he almost dropped 2 back-to-back 50-point games on this same Spurs team on the road. Like, he's just been on a very shitty-ass team, so it's hard to have, like, the same floor as these guys. I think the floor isn't the same. I feel like a 70% Tatum is still better than Steph. It's my list in general. I have Steph so low because of age and defensive degradation. I don't think Steph has been a negative on defense as much as Luka or I would say superpower offensive players. I think offensively, he's been the only impact on his team for the most part. Oh, hang on. Actually, give me 1 second. I got to grab something, chat. This game might be over, though, I think. Dobby said Jokic, Shea, Giannis, Luka, Wemby, but playoffs are going to decide a lot because I'm projecting Shea goes insane. Yeah, I think Shea is the best player in the league right now to me. I think Jokic is still that caliber, but to be honest, I think Jokic has been playing a lot of sloppy basketball as of late, and people aren't saying anything because Jokic has won something. And I'm sorry, when you win something, you're going to get benefit of the doubt, especially when you're like, you know, year after year in the conversation to win MVP. And also, I think Jokic is one of the only players where PRA elevates him. But other players, we downgrade them and we say PRA. But no one, but for some reason, when Jokic does it, it's positive PRA. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but hey. Steph ain't been 100% for real in almost a decade. Are you talking about health? I mean, that's probably fair. Yeah, Luka fans get slandered for PRA consistently, which makes sense because I've never seen a player be in so many pockets where you look terrible, but you still had 34. Oh, he definitely does. Yeah. Why didn't Tyson just pass it first? Oh, that's a fair take. I feel like we don't give. Yeah. I think Tatum got a lot of hate, and I think it's because he's on the very. All right, chat. I'm going to be honest, though. Okay? Let's keep it a band. And I'm not too much of a hater, right? But here's my thing. If Steph, KD, Anthony Edwards, Luka, whoever, right, was gone for the year, their team is not going to be top 2 in their conference without them. And I know there's context and all this and all that. At the end of the day, Jaylen Brown is damn near averaging 30 points a game. And that Boston team is still top 5 in offense and defense without Jason Tatum. Now, I'm not saying that means he's a bad player, because that would be disingenuous. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the flaws in Tatum's game and his value, like a lot of people had this Boston team as some dog shit team. I had Missoula as my coach of the year pick early on because I feel like they have a chat GPT offense, so it's going to get them results because of threes. And it's worked without Tatum. You know? So I don't know how much that should ding Tatum, but the idea that like oh my God, Tatum's value is so much more valuable because of this and that, this and that. I think this season has kind of disproved that a little bit to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Right. And I'm sorry. This team lost Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Al Horford, Fournette, and Tatum. And they're still just as good right now. Oh, you know what? Hang on, chat. Actually, I have a better question for y'all. And I've been getting into a debate about this for a minute, right? Here's what I want to ask y'all, right? Is Derek White more valuable this season than Jaylen Brown? Because this has been a very long convo that I've had to go back and forth with for a minute now. As y'all know, I'm not that high on Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown is routinely, I would say, one of the most overrated players in the league. But in my opinion, this season, he's gotten a lot better as a player. I think he deserves some credit. But my friend told me, well, if you look at the on-offs, Boston looks like a better team without Jaylen Brown. And I looked at him, and he's right. But watching it, it don't feel that way. So it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know how fair that is. Because again, like, we'll see, there are moments where we see the numbers lie all the time. And by the way, this game's over. Let me go back to this Minnesota game right here for y'all so y'all can actually see this shit. See, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this season is mostly on Coach Joe and Brown. I do. I just think that, like, I think Jaylen Brown has been more impactful to Boston winning games this season, I would say, than Derek White. But the problem is, numbers-wise, it's not really a conversation, and that's what I hate about it. Like, it doesn't feel like a real convo can be had. I can't go there. To me, that's loving the analytics too much. The best player of the team is more valuable. Well, so how they broke it down, right, is if you're another team, who do you want more? Is it Jaylen Brown or Derek White? I think we know the answer is Derek White in a bunch of situations, but, like, how do I say that? Okay. What they specifically said is if you took Jaylen Brown off this team, this Boston team is still a playoff team. And there's an argument they're even better than they are right now. I feel like that's hate. In my opinion, if you take Jaylen Brown off this Boston team, they're a worse team. I feel like saying this team is better without Jaylen Brown is basically you saying Jaylen Brown is toxic and he is a negative to the team. Because if you eliminate Brown from the team completely and you tell me they become better, you're telling me Jaylen Brown is holding this team back. And I feel that's bullshit, because if you look into the games they played without Jaylen Brown, a lot of those teams are bad teams. You know? Yeah, I feel like that's hate to JB. And like, this person I've normally agreed with because we have not been high on Jaylen Brown. Like, I'm sorry, but I still cannot get the idea of Jaylen Brown out of my head when he played the Heat. And I saw him getting cooked for the entire series. I saw Caleb Martin frying this shit. I saw Duncan Robinson frying this shit. And I saw him in Game 7 with a decoy Tatum not be able to do shit. And just like really shat. But I think he's improved since then, so I don't know. He said his defense has been fries in the bag. Yeah, I haven't watched crazy amounts of Boston this year, but I don't think his defense is some world beater thing. I know he's not quite like a 40% three-point shooter, but I just think in high leverage games, Boston has needed him more. And here, bro, the counter argument he told me is in games against top defenses, he thinks that Jaylen Brown has been big in those games, but they started out struggling in those games because of Jaylen Brown. I'm like, this sounds like hate. To me, that sounds like hate. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to be doing a space. It might be on Twitch because I can't really break down film. I think at the same level on YouTube because of copyright stuff. I might try it on YouTube and we'll see how that fares. But I do want to do a deep dive into some of these lineups and these rotations with and without Jaylen Brown, because the idea that this Boston team is a better team without Jaylen Brown really does feel like hate to the highest overall degree. And again, I'm not even too high on Jaylen Brown as a player, but I just feel like we're going really, really far there. So I don't know. But yeah, chat, if you're here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're reading out all types of comments, and we're watching some good fashioned basketball. I think, working on a video for either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow's release date. So tap in. Ronnie told me Knicks up 2. Who are the Knicks playing tonight? Knicks are playing. I don't see him. Oh, the Raptors. Okay, cool. What's happening with that? This game's actually almost over, so let's fully focus on this game real quick, chat. I'll unmute it too. Hayes Liam said, I feel like some concerns are warranted because usually the ball movement ends with Jaylen Brown's. Yeah, like Tank said, Gifted about to be having nightmares. Oh my god, yo, Tank, bro. Tank, dead ass, bro. Chat. So I played Resident Evil for the first time yesterday. And I'm not gonna lie to you, as a black person, it made me realize like we are just too smart. Cause like I saw so much shit where I'm like, okay, red flags all over this shit, bro. You telling me that you see a HD picture of yourself with the key attached to the back of it, and you're staying in the hotel? I'm getting the fuck on. And I'm gonna be uploading these on my second channel, which I aspire to do. I do have another channel outside of this for everything not basketball. I haven't uploaded since I think the Drake battle for a long time, but I will be posting a full Resident Evil playthrough on there. But we stream those on my Twitch. The VOD should be up there right now. I played the first 2 hours. Game is fire. Totals are fucking amazing. Other than my son like Glaze, the graphics are some of the best graphics I've seen in a game for a long ass time. Resident Evil is well optimized. I will be beating that game. It's definitely peak. But yeah, I was going through it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was folding up. I saw a bunch of the jump scares. I was definitely tripping. It was some wild ass shit, you know? So yeah, I'm getting the fuck out that hotel. But she stayed. I just oh, good pass, JB. Hold on. Mikhail? Oh, damn. I hope y'all know, going from watching my beautiful Boston Celtics to watching this shitty ass booty but niggas are gross. I don't know. You don't gotta make that decision, bro. You can just stay in Boston. That's all, you know. Yes, Eleanor, but that don't mean you gotta watch it. You can support him overall from the box score, bro. I'm gonna be on there soon. I look want to play RE1. Yeah, I played a bunch of Resident Evils like 4 to 5 years ago, and I watched a bunch of lore videos before playing this one. My favorite Resident Evil tank is Village. I'm a newer fan of Resident Evil, but I really enjoy Village. That was a fun game for me. Hey, Link said my pills from the show. Are they playing the Lakers right now? Oh no. Not yet. It's still early. Okay. Well, B.I. missed it. Hang on. Josh Hart, what we doing? Okay, they doubling JB. Pass to Josh Hart. Add. Oh, they needed that. They needed that shit, Chad. I'm sorry. I also can't. Well, to be fair, you can't bouncer watch because he plays good or bad. He's gonna have 30. So yeah, true. Oh, I don't love that shot. I played 2 and 8. I think my favorite one outside of 8 was probably 5 because it's just really, really dumb as shit. It's a hilarious co-op game. Y'all should play it when y'all can. It was a great time. Okay. Yeah, 6 I haven't heard good things about. I never played 6. I think I played Resident Evil 5 and I think I played Resident Evil, I think Revelations or some shit like that. All the ones that are co-op I played with a friend of mine on the PlayStation 4. I think I might have played 4. I can't really remember though. But 8 is fire. I can vouch. 8 is a super fun time. Really good graphics and all that. Pretty much anyone who plays Resident Evil will tell you that I think 6 is not that good. So that is a thing, chat. It is fire, Tank. It truly is. Let me see here. Is the Spurs game back, chat? Let me see real quick if I missed it. Let me go back. Are the remakes great too? I don't think I've played any of the remakes. But I know the story because... Oh, Corey, absolutely. Chad, listen. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm a very busy man, but I'm a gamer at heart. Crimson Desert getting played. I've watched like 4 trailers. Now, I thought the game was capped because I heard there's like goblins in a game. There's mechs. There's like trolls and giants. But there's so many features. I feel like I have to play it just to see it, bro. Thing said, I think 8 gameplay is tough. The story and dialogue. Yeah, I like the story beats. I think Ethan is kind of a bland protagonist. I think the gameplay is super fucking fire. That's amazing. Like, I think the experience of playing 8 was cool because you were kind of overpowered in a sense. Like, it lets you fight back in a very good way and you can really boss yourself up. But like the overall like leveling and I think the adventure part of the game was super fun, super enjoyable. I think the deep lore parts of 8 were cool. I think the dialogue probably could have been better with Ethan, but I didn't hate it. You know? Yeah, I've been locked in with Crimson Desert. Yeah, I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in, bro. I'm gonna buy that shit for sure. I don't know how long that game is. I don't like playing big ass, I would say, open world game, but thankfully this is not a, I think, RPG game, so that's cool, you know? Yeah, bro, the time is not on my side these days, you know? So Brunson got 23 or 19 shots right now. Yeah, WBI, man. I wonder how this game wraps up, chat. We got to see. I think after this game, I'm going to shower, and then we're going to get to the beginner parts of the video, unless the Spurs choke. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Okay, good pass to Cat. Cat fucked up that pass, by the way. Hey, just wondering, were you actually planning on watching the Zion interview? Oh, honestly, yeah. I haven't seen it. So like, I'm actually down to watch it right after this game. Sure. Ain't played COD in years. Yeah, see, bro, they almost got you. I ain't go back to COD. I'm good on that forever. Like, I think the closest multiplayer experience I'm gonna get to a shooter right now might be Marathon, but that's a might because I don't really care too much for Marathon either. I'm kind of just over shooters in general. Like, right now, my favorite game to play multiplayer wise is probably Super Battle Golf because it's a fun game where you just hold your friends and you play golf, and I like that type of shit. So I'm more so on those types of games than like, you know, the CODs or the Battlefields or the Arc Raiders right now for me. It's either that or maybe Marvel Rivals for me right now. Knicks are on a 7-0 run. Pretty much the Raptors don't score here. It might be night here, chat. They fooled me with the new MW2 redo. I'm cool off COD. I hear that. Okay, Brunson pass back to Hart. Might be game, chat. Scores 104-93. I don't know. Oh, chat, this Spurs game is built. Y'all see the score? Hang on. Real quick, for the people who are in Discord, I'm gonna just quickly show you the score of this Spurs game. We're definitely not going back to this game, by the way. Just want to zoom in. Score is 98-59, chat. Jesus Christ, that's a belt. I think Vision is probably done for the night too. Let's go back to this game. Game is now 11. Yeah, that's game 2, chat. Yeah, that's game. That's game, chat. Before we get out of here, let's tap into the Zion interview Liam was talking about. I actually haven't seen it. Give me 1 second real quick. I gotta blow my nose, but we'll do that and then we'll end the stream for the night. Again, appreciate everyone who's been here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Woo. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's tap in here. All right, so you said there's a Zion interview. Okay. $60 bet. Okay, let's do it. Let me pause this. I'll bring this up to make sure everyone can hear it.
Yeah, that means beating out monsters in the interior like Shaq, like Jokic, like Kareem. And how lucky are we? Zion Williamson joins us now in studio. His first one-on-one interview in several years. Zion, welcome to NBA Today.
I'm here for this.
We really appreciate it. Before last night, Zion, you had played in a consecutive streak of 35 straight games. That's the longest in your career. And I got to tell you, it was really a joy to watch. How much fun are you having right now?
I'm having a lot of fun right now. Just being able to get up and know that I can just go play free in NBA games and not have to worry about injuries and stuff like that, because me and my trainer have just been putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, and we're seeing that work right now. I know we mentioned the ankle injury, but this is something that's short term, right? How quickly do you expect to be back on the floor?
I expect to be back tomorrow against the Lakers.
All right, tomorrow against the Lakers. And I think, before the season got underway, you said that this is the healthiest that you have been.
Dobby said, looking at standings, Charlotte better stay at 9 because they want the Pistons. I think Charlotte just needs to keep playing good basketball, and whoever they play is whoever they play. If I'm being real with you. I also think that if Charlotte keeps playing to their potential, they're not going to be the 8th seed in the playoffs. They could be the 7th or 6th seed. That's just the opinion, though. We got to see how it all plays out, of course.
Since high school, since maybe even Duke, and I see you smiling. Now we have a third of the season to go. Do you still feel that way?
I do still feel that way. And when I said that, it was not just from a point of athleticism, but just from being able to go out there and know I can play 30-plus minutes a night and not have to worry about an injury coming down the road or something. It's just, I'm very mobile, and I feel free.
You keep saying that word free, and we're seeing, and the smile that you're giving us right now.
Now, chat, listen. And I'm going to say this with a straight face, okay? Look, y'all. As a member of Zion FC, I have been tested so many times. The amount of post-game interviews I've watched in the darkness, the media days, the athletic quotes. He says so much shit that sounds good that don't ever fucking happen. So I'm trying to have hope for this interview. I truly, 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 truly am. But he said shit before, like, I feel free, I feel this and that, and then it don't fucking happen. Now granted, he played 35 games straight this season. It's cool, but we're hoping that's the blueprint he can build up on, at least for me, as a Zion fan, because I think he's still extremely talented, but he still has a lot of growth in his game he has to do. And how do you grow? By actually playing basketball games and finding ways to improve on the floor. That's how you get better, really. But let's keep watching, though.
I see that. I feel that. And I think back to the best basketball I think I've watched you play. I think it was probably 2024, right? You played 70 games, and then we get to the play-in game. And you were flying. I mean, you had 40 points in that game before you went out with a hamstring injury. Where do you think you played your best basketball?
Man, that's a...
Now, let's really pull the cards at people who say they're in his FC. If you tell me you think Zion's best season was the year that he dropped 40 points on LA in the play-in, you are not Zion FC. As a real Zion FC member, we all know his best year was when he was playing point guard. I think that was maybe his sophomore season. I forget what year. It was either his second or third season where he played the majority of the games. It was the same year that the COVID stuff happened and they basically had to like all the way cancel it. He was, I think, top 3 in paint points. I think he was shooting 63% from the field with like a 65% true shooting. That was his best year. If you're a real Zion fan, if you really a New Orleans fan, you know I'm spitting the truth right now. That was his best season. he was getting super up and down. That's the Zion I miss. That Zion was a dominant threat. And I would still say, no matter what happens in Zion's whole career moving forward, that year is the all-time season, in my opinion. Like he really played at that high of a level. So I just want to see that Zion again, but it's been so long, you know?
That's a good question. I feel like I've had different stints. First, second year, I feel like I had good runs. My fourth year, when I made the All-Star game. But that year where I played 70 games, that was the most games I played in the season. But I think my development and growth throughout the year, I got better as the season went on.
Yeah.
And it was dope for a chance to be able to just be out there with my guys.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
70 games, just experience road trips and not have to be rehabbing the whole time or something. So it was definitely a great experience, but I would go my fourth year. I would say my fourth year and my fifth year.
Fourth and fifth year. How close do you feel to that best basketball standard now?
When I say the best, we were winning. I feel like when you're winning, it just benefits not just yourself, but it benefits the whole team.
Yeah.
So when you're not winning, it just, even if you're putting up decent.
Like, Chet, I'm sorry. Like, look at these numbers, bro. And I'll move my camera like over here to the right. But like, this what bothers me, bro. As a real Zion fan, bro, 21.5 points per game, 59 from the field. Like, that's not, bro. The Zion I know was 24-25 on 62%. Like, ooh, I need that Zion back, bro.
It just doesn't feel like your best because you're not winning games.
Right, you're still trying to put it all together. You mentioned you're working with a new trainer. What have you changed maybe in your diet, in your routine, in your training that has allowed you to put together this streak of 35 games?
I mean, just the consistency of staying on top of all the small things. You know, we always do treatment every day. The things we work on. Really, it's a big reason why, like, when I say the word free, like, I'm mobile. Like, my muscles aren't tight. Like, I feel loose. And when I'm on the court, there are times where I'll get subbed out, and I'll look at my coach like, do I have to come out the game right now? And I think that's the point where I'm, like, having fun with it because I don't want to come out the game. There are times where I'm like, I really don't want to come out the game because I don't feel tired, and it just feels good to be on the court.
Can you contrast that, Zion, to before? You're saying, I don't feel tired. I'm not raising my hand to come out of the game. Were there times where maybe you had to?
I think there were times when I would be tired because I wasn't doing the necessary work on my body. So my muscles weren't fully recovered. Like, the recovery process is really what's been key for me. Like, the amount of time I put into recovery allows me to feel fresh from day to day versus I may have 2-3 days where it's like, my body's sore, I'm tired.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It'll affect me in the long term versus now where day to day I feel great.
You feel great. You feel like you're ready to go. James Borrego said, quote, "There's an element of care factor," he said, "that I've seen at a much higher level for him this year than I've ever seen before." Do you see that as being true? And did you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I need to make some changes?
I do see that. That's a part of the recovery process thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did look in the mirror. It was, am I doing what I need to do to stay on the court? Even if I felt like I was doing enough, there was more I could be doing. And with my trainer, Chris, he's always put me on game to different things, different recovery methods, and it's been yielding positive results.
Yeah, it certainly has. Zion, you're only 25, right? You're 25 years old. You've given
He's 25, bro. He's still in there, man.
fans some of the get out of your chair, high-flying, incredible highlights over the years. It's been awesome to watch. And then you get one of those highs, and it's met with, afterwards, you missing significant time with injury. And with that has come a lot of criticism. It's even come within these walls on this network. What's been the hardest criticism of your game, of your availability, of your weight, of your fitness for you to hear?
I mean, there are pros and cons to being in a certain position. Critics come with the territory. The part that would get at me the most is...
That's what I'm saying, Dobby. One good year doesn't cut it. And if I'm being objective with y'all, as much as I love Zion, I hate this interview because this feels like a pity party and it feels like a pure PR move, because having to celebrate a player for playing 35 games straight who is making millions of dollars is the most embarrassing shit I've had to witness in a minute. But it's Zion, so I'm going to allow it.
People saying that I didn't care. And I care a lot. I really care. And when you're not on the court and you have to just sit on the sideline, how much my critics hate it, I hate it more than them, because I don't want to be on the sideline. I want to be out there on the court. So that was a part of the process of looking in the mirror. Am I doing enough? Am I really doing what I need to do? It did a lot on my mental, but it also helped me grow as a pro. So I would say it's a blessing in disguise when you're looking at stuff like that, just trying to stay positive.
I appreciate your perspective on that. Do you think that you got a fair shot?
I try not to view it like that.
Okay.
I'm more of a, master of your own fate kind of person. So I'm gonna control what I can control, and if I can make it happen, I'm gonna make it happen.
Invictus, I am the captain of my fate. I am the master of my soul. How steadfast is your belief now that you are still that franchise cornerstone piece?
I have the ultimate belief in myself.
Yeah.
Like, chat, listen, bro, I'm going to be honest. What does this question do for y'all? What else is Zion supposed to say? Hey, are you confident in yourself? Yeah, I'm very confident in myself. That's all that question is. It's a bad question. I don't need to hear him tell me how confident he is in himself. I need to hear him outline exactly what he's going to do to be good. That's what matters more than just, are you confident in yourself as a star? Yeah, like they all are.
Now, it's just going out there and making it happen.
I hate that
If
question.
you don't make it happen, words only mean so much. So I have the confidence in myself. Like I really believe in myself. So I just got to go out there and make it happen.
I feel that belief from you. And when you first were drafted, you had the famous line in the white suit to the city of New Orleans when you said, okay, what'd you say?
I said, let's dance.
Let's dance. And 7 years later, that tango is still continuing. Not just a franchise cornerstone, period.
That was good writing.
What does it mean to you?
Okay.
And what do you want to reavow to New Orleans to be their franchise cornerstone?
New Orleans is home for me. I know people hear rumors, hear different things, but New Orleans is home for me. Like in the off season, I stay in New Orleans and just move around the city, just getting to learn more about the culture. I've made a lot of friends there, and New Orleans, I know I'm saying a lot, but New Orleans is really home for me. So I want to do what I can to help New Orleans win.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be honest, bro. This might be a lie. And I say that because I'm pretty sure he's about to be in a contract season, which is probably why this is happening in the first place. Like, he needs to get a positive spin on his image and his PR ahead of his extension, because I'm pretty sure I think there was a clause that really impacts how much money he's guaranteed. I think after this fact check that, but this doesn't do much for me either. Like, I just want to hear him really break down who he thinks he is as a player. That's what I need to hear.
because if you can win a championship in New Orleans,
All this is fluff.
I mean, if you look at the impact Drew Brees had with winning the Super Bowl, you're forever. And who doesn't want to be forever?
Absolutely. And so for you, New Orleans is where you are, that is where you're focused. But as you said, this season has been taxing for you all. You are finally starting to get healthy. You're starting to string together what you think this lineup of the future can look like.
I know Zion to be a lot of things. He is physically incapable of lying. I don't think any NBA player is physically incapable of lying. I think you can put information out there to evoke hope, but it's also just a nothing burger type of statement. And unfortunately, I watched every single Zion Media Day, I would say, interview, and he says some things that have been kind of misleading, that don't tell the full story of where things currently are. And that's not necessarily all on him, but we're at a point where it's like, all right, bro, you're 25. Once stars hit like year 6, year 7, year 5, like that's where you're supposed to be at, like the strength of your powers. And I'm questioning if Zion's gonna ever really get there. I hope he can. Because again, I still think at his best he can be a weapon in the NBA. Truly, 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 truly feel that way. I'll never forget when he went almost perfect, I think, versus the Mavericks when he played with BI. Like, he's a dominant player, bro. He really is.
Where do you see this group? Because there's not a lot of outside options to improve. It's you guys are going to be improving from within. Where do you guys see the next steps?
Right now, we're just building habits, building our own identity. Because, like you said, we've dealt with injuries, coaches changes. We just dealt with a lot, and
that's true today.
Despite all that, our energy is still high. We still have a positive locker room, and it's not, man, like what's next is, no, guys, like how can we build from this?
And it's certainly, that seems like those are the next steps for you all to take. You haven't played Zion in a playoff game in your career. You've watched your guys.
That's what kills me, bro. Zion is too good to have not ever been in the playoffs, bro. And that's what also kills me. Like, anytime I have to like think about arguments to say Zion is better than this player or this and that, people bring up the playoffs, and his play style is a play style that would be more susceptible to double teams and maybe could be less impactful in a playoff environment, but also could thrive just because of how unstoppable he can be at the rim. We haven't seen it. We got to see that, bro. At least one time.
Let's do it. How much desire, hunger do you have to get that experience of playing in those meaningful games?
I mean, I have a big desire for it. I did have the opportunity to watch my teammates play against the Suns in a playoff series a few years ago, and even though I wasn't playing, the environment that the playoff series brought, like especially in our home arena in New Orleans, the energy was electric. Like, it was loud.
Nothing like it.
Like just the thrill of even being in the arena, and it is something that I'm very much working towards.
And it's not just the Pelicans, right, who are evaluating their talent, their franchise cornerstones of who could be the next guy. The Olympic team, Team USA, is doing that as well, and we're only a couple of years away from the 2020.
Oh, Team USA, yeah, true.
A goal you have is to play for Team USA to represent your country.
It's definitely a goal for me, and it'd be a huge honor to represent my country in the Olympics. But that goes back to, I just got to make it happen.
Yeah.
I can sit here and talk, but I got to go out there and earn my spot and show them why I feel like I deserve a spot.
It seems like the motto of that I'm getting from you right now is the joy that you're playing with, and all right, enough talking. Now I just have to make it happen. The reason I think that you did this.
Who let OKC get McCain?
Tell your side of these last couple of years.
That move is still like, oh, I understand Philly doing it in general, but like for that type of return and not actually getting a player out of it is sad. He's very good, man. Yeah.
So can you tell me, Zion, the most difficult point with all the injuries and the highest point that you've experienced?
I would say the most difficult point was when I missed my third year with a broken foot. And there's a lot of criticism on my weight, my care for the game, etc. But the whole time I'm looking at a doctor, and the doctor's telling me, yeah, we're gonna perform this surgery, but if this surgery doesn't work, we really don't know the next step.
Yeah.
So while people are saying what they're saying, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, it is what it is. I'm in Portland rehabbing, not knowing if my foot's gonna heal. I'm sorry, and it was frustrating. It was very frustrating.
I believe that.
I was low. I was really low because I just wanted to play basketball. I just wanted to play the game I love, but every time you turn the TV on, every time I check my phone, it was nothing but negative criticism, man. At the time, it did a lot. Like I said, it did a lot, but it was a, blessing in disguise, and, I learned from it, and I grew from it.
It's not just where you're aiming to go. It's
I respect
kind of
that.
Mountain Zion, especially with that on-the-court criticism that you've carried over the last couple of years. What does a successful next season look like? You get 5-year plans, all of that stuff.
I'm cool with that.
I was going to ask
Okay.
you about 5 years, but I look at the last 5 years, and it's been very up and down.
Chat, what is a successful season for Zion and the Pelicans to y'all? I don't think it needs to be playoffs. Obviously, they should aspire to be that. I think just have a consistent year where, like, you're at least in the play-in conversation to get into the playoffs. Just don't start off as bad as you did. To me, getting off to a good start at the early parts of the season should be their goal, in my opinion, and get some real chemistry established and whatnot.
So why don't we start with one? What does that look like for you?
For starters, having a winning record. I feel like that's a great starting point, having a winning record, and then from there, making the playoffs.
And they're making the playoffs. And then I will ask, the next 5 years, what does that look like for you?
I have some pretty
That's a crazy question.
goals that I'm trying to achieve, but all I can do right now is take it day by day. But I know they're gonna happen.
You're like me. When you speak them into existence, you believe that if you say them out loud, you're afraid you're going to jinx them.
Not even that.
Okay.
Not even that. I speak them out loud to the people around me, and
You're not gonna answer this question, bro.
But I also have learned that day by day.
Yeah.
I gotta focus on the moment. If I can take it.
That be said, 60 games played, 42 wins. I think that's a pretty good season. Yeah,
Advantage of that moment, then the next moment, the next moment, and
I don't hate that.
I get to a certain point, not just myself but my team.
Yeah.
I'm excited on where we can be at.
Blink once if it starts with C and ends with championship. Just I'm messing with you.
Nah, that is the ultimate goal. Like, that is the ultimate goal, to win a championship. That's a part of being forever.
Yeah, that's a part of being forever, becoming synonymous with New Orleans. And Zion, since we've been talking, and I appreciate your candor and your vulnerability, since we've been talking about just how good you are and can be, we thought we maybe would take a little hike over to the big board here in our studio and check out some top highlights here that our producers cooked up. You have some incredible highlights this season, in previous.
All right, I can't show that part of it because that part of it will be copyright. Unless it's like slowed down. Actually, hang on. I might be able to see this part. Let's see.
And why don't we just run back? These are just, I wouldn't even say these are the top 3 because there's too many to choose.
Oh, these are dunks.
3 excellent dunks from one Mr. Zion Williamson. Director Tarsi, if we could run the tape, please. Starting here, this is this season. What did Nick Claxton ever do to you?
That's cool, but bro, this is Zion we're talking about. I didn't see Zion do some crazy shit, bro.
This one. Oh,
There we go.
goodness.
Yeah,
What do you think of this one?
that one's crazy right there. Like, look how high up he is right there. Yeah, but overall, my thoughts in closing on Zion. I think he's a good player. I want him to see improvement in his game in general. I think he needs to take more catch and shoot threes. I think that's a huge area of his game that can help him when he's not on the ball or diving. I think his flexibility defensively, becoming a better help side guy, and honestly, I think the biggest area in his game he needs to improve on is his rebounding. He has one of the best second jumps in the league, and for him to not be amongst the top tier rebounders really bothers me. I know that he's technically speaking undersized, but that hasn't stopped him before when it came down to getting boards and chasing it down. Becoming more of a force in that way, and I would say draw more contact to get to the free throw line better. Like, those are areas that will make his game look better. I don't expect him to fully change his play style all the way through, but just being more serviceable in those spots when you're off the ball would help Zion grow to be a really good player. And again, the pieces they have next to Zion in terms of shooting are coming along. So, like, I don't necessarily hate the process, but him being healthy and just showing that he can be more and more consistent at being that force on a night in and night out basis is what he should aspire to be. So those are my takes on it. Shout out to the Pelicans. We'll see exactly what they'll be able to accomplish. And also if the draft pick goes to Atlanta this season. But that's it for the stream today. It's officially 10:18. We're streaming for 2 hours and 18 minutes. So far, I've been consistent. It takes 21 days to put things into habit. We are on day 2 of my new content plan. Tomorrow, the goal is to get out a video, but if not tomorrow, it will be the day after tomorrow. We got some more streams on the way, so make sure to tap into the YouTube community section where you'll see posts every day around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. updating y'all on the next piece of content that'll be coming to the channel. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. Sleep well. I'm definitely tired, so I'm going straight to sleep. But peace out, y'all. Have a good one. Salute to y'all. Like up the stream. I appreciate everyone who's been in here rocking with me. We got some more NBA streams to get to. Peace.